Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like the Dapper Dawn, giving them all dressed like $1,000,000, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Yeah, out there listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey. Why don't you join in? Yeah. Steve Harvey. Get on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Won't you join in with me? If you're with me, help me say turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. So y'all can hear me on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Turn them up. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them up. Steve Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey got a radio show. Man, oh man. Almost forgot I had one this morning, but I'm okay. I'll tell you where I am in a little bit. You know, I get around, man. There's so much, but man, good morning, everybody. Today I was having a conversation with my wife last night, and we were talking about our plans. You know, we often sit down, you know, just like a married couple. I mean, you know, we're married. You know, we have children. We have aspirations. We have hopes. We have things we want. You know, when you're married, you know, I mean, it's important to sit with your partner. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. It's common sense, really. It's important to sit down with the person that you've chosen and decided to share your life with and have multiple conversations on a lot of things. And we try to make sure that all of our conversations aren't always just business related and always kid related, you know, because that becomes, it's a part of it, but it weighs so much on the marriage because that's the grunt work of being married. You know, your children, your family, your bills, your mortgage, your car notes, you know, the what's due, what's coming up. And if you're not careful, you'll start, that becomes the focal point of you all's conversation. And this woman or man or person that you've decided to have this life with, all of a sudden, they're an extension of your business. And you guys become business partners or whatever. And it just gets so, anyway, I'm just saying that it's important to sit down and have these conversations. But it's even more important to have the other conversations. You know, it's important with the person that you're planning on making the run with to sit down and talk about other things, you know, on a more upbeat note. You know, we were having a conversation and she was reminding me of what she loved about me. And then I, in turn, was turning around telling her the things that I admired about her and loved about her. And we kind of have these all the time, you know, where we sit down and we talk about the things that we still enjoy about one another. Or we may talk about some of the things that we miss in one another. But we constantly have these conversations about appreciation. You know, it's so important, man, that the other person feels appreciated. So these things are important. But we got into the conversation deeper last night, and I was telling her about this idea that I had. and that I wanted her to help me with and make a phone call for me because she knows these people, and I was going to be doing this. And then my wife reminded me of something. Now, once again, as always, when I'm talking to you, I just keep it as real as I can. I don't know the Bible inside out. I can't quote to you scriptures and tell you exactly where it is. I just, I heard her say it, but it kind of blew by me. I was telling her about something I wanted to make happen, and she reminded me that there's a scripture somewhere, and somebody emailed it to me today, I'm sure, where the Bible reminds us not to be anxious for anything. Don't be anxious for something. And, it really mattered to me at that point yesterday that she brought this to my attention, because how many times I've been guilty of that in my past, and I've learned better now, but every now and then I need to be reminded, and I think what she was saying to me was, I've gotten to a point in my life, and we all should get to a point where, you've heard old people say this: if you're going to pray about something, then don't worry about it. And if you're going to worry about it, don't pray about it. Back to this. Be anxious for nothing. If you're going to trust in God, then do that. And trusting in him means sometimes you got to be patient. God has never been too late. You don't know the plan he has. You don't really always know his will. You definitely don't know his route, his way of doing anything. So he's always on time. He's always been there on time for me. He's always been there on time for you. How many times have you thought it was over only to find out it's really just begun? How many times have people wrote you off? There are those of you who have lost jobs, but you are still maintaining. But man, God has already began the turnaround process for many of us. Some of us lost jobs and now have better jobs. Some of us lost jobs and now has forced us to rekindle that dream and that vision for a business we had. Sometimes the mishap is the thing you need to make something good happen. See, a lot of times we get so comfortable in our life where we just we get complacent. We just settle in, and when this is it and this is what I'm doing. But in actuality, God has a tremendous amount of abundance for you. He has an amazing amount of things. He has all these boxes packaged up with your name on them that he's willing to ship if you would just align yourself with some of his will so you could get some of these things. How many times have you thought it was over and it didn't really go over? How many times have you thought, this is it, and it wasn't it at all? Well, how many times have you thought, well, it don't look like this going to work out, and it didn't work out, but then something better came along? How many times has that happened? You've got to realize this, man. I was talking to a family who had got displaced from the Katrina thing that happened down there in New Orleans. And man, when they said, yeah, we got displaced from Katrina, and I braced myself because, oh, woe is me. Here comes this story. I got to hear this, and I got to be encouraged and think of something. It was totally different. They totally blew me away. Man, the brother said, man, it's actually the best thing that ever happened to my family. And I went, whoa. And he said, yeah, man. He said, because what happened was, he said, I got settled in. He said, plus, I was doing some things outside of my marriage down there. He said, I was doing some stuff in the streets I ain't need to be doing. He said, man, it all got washed away. We thought our life would never be the same. But he said, man, my life ain't need to be the same. He said, man, now we live up here in Texas. We got a house, don't know nobody. He said, I ain't got nobody I know to get into trouble with. He said, man, I done rediscovered my wife, how beautiful she really is, how much my family really was counting on me. And he said, man, it straightened me up, man. He said, so I got to tell you, Steve, it was the best thing that ever happened to me. Now, that's not always the case, but it's how you look at a situation. But just don't be anxious for anything, because God got a fix for you if you just let him work. So just stay on course. Stay focused. Don't lose faith. Don't be anxious, man. Just Stay in the wheel. Let God work with you. He got some great stuff in store for you.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is here. The Steve Harvey Morning Show is upon us. Energy, attitude, gratitude, latitude, altitude. It's all positive right now. You've got to wake up and understand that, man. When you wake up, it's a sure sign from God that he ain't through with you yet. I am living my life in expectation of what could that be now, Lord? Woo! What else you got? Man, even if it comes wrapped up in a package of pain, I know when I take the bow off of it and I get rid of all that paper and throw it in the trash and open that box, there's something in there for me. In order to get to something, you got to go through something. So whatever the through is, bring it on so I can get to the thing that's in the box. That's what I'm trying to get to, and I'm fired up about mine today. So come on, Lord. You woke me up. You're going to give me the strength and the wisdom and understanding to deal with it, and here I am. I'm ready to go. This is Steve Harvey Morning Show. That right there is a blessing. You know how long we've been able to say that? Steve Harvey Morning Show. You better shut up. Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell, Mouth of the South, Junior, Nephew Tommy. What, man? What?
Man.
What?
Wait a minute.
What
Up
today?
this morning, Steve.
What,
Fired
man?
up.
On fire. I'm lit.
Yeah. Come on.
Lit.
Cooking with grease.
It's a lituation.
Flying with grease.
Man, talking about.
Sizzle.
What's on your mind, Junior?
Man, come on, man. Even with the pain, you said, let me go through it so I can get to the box. It don't even matter what's going to happen to you. You just want to get through it.
It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishment the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. What? I thank whatever God may be for my unconquerable soul. Boy, what?
Man.
What you say, Tommy? In the fail
Clutch of circumstance.
clutch. Give me the church music.
Uh-oh.
Deacon, work with me.
I feel a
Time to
sermon.
go to work. Wait a minute.
Black as the pit from pole to pole.
That's right.
Come on, Deacon. I thank whatever God may be.
For my unconquerable soul.
In the fail clutch of circumstance.
I have not winced nor cried aloud.
Under the bludgeonings of chance.
My head is bloody but unbowed.
I said beyond this place of wrath and tears.
Looms but the horror of the shade.
And yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me, Deacon.
unafraid.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, the Q's and the Noops is preaching this morning. Because we have both been in the fail clutch of circumstance.
Amen.
Glory to God.
All right, coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, the nephew and Run That Prank back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, it is time now for the nephew to run that prank back. What you got for us, Neff?
This is no hair weaves. All natural today. When you come up in this office, I want natural. Shirley, Carla, Monica, when you come up in this office, I want natural.
No, not to talk to a black woman about her hair.
No hair weaves. Let's go, cat dog.
Hello,
Hello, I'm trying to reach Risa, please. Risa.
this is she.
Hi, Risa. My name is Byron. Byron from the job. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you, Byron?
I'm good. Listen, I hate to call you after hours at your home, but there has been some new issues that will be going into effect as of tomorrow morning. And we're calling everyone, letting them know the new changes that have been issued that will take effect first thing tomorrow morning. So we're giving everyone a call, so don't be alarmed. It's just giving you a call, letting you know what the higher-ups have changed, okay?
Okay, there's no problem. I got a few minutes to listen.
Okay. As of tomorrow, what's going to happen is when you guys come in, you'll be issued a new key card. and that particular card will actually registers when you come in and go out, okay?
Okay.
All right. Second one is there will no longer be any personal internet at the job any longer. You won't be able, they're actually putting a block on all computers. All the computers will no longer be able to go to a lot of these sites that you guys go to that you've been that's been available here in the past. Okay?
Okay.
All right. The last one is Risa, do you wear a hair weave?
What?
Do you wear a hair weave or a wig?
Yes.
Okay. Well, here's one thing, and hopefully you can get this changed by tomorrow. There's no weaves or hair or wigs going to be allowed at the job site from this point on. So as of tomorrow morning, everyone must be wearing their natural hair.
You're joking.
No, these are the issues that are instated, and these are going to take effect as of tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock.
What does hair weave have to do with any of these changes? The first two I can understand. Punching in and being on the internet, yes, that's something that corporate. But hair weave and wigs? You're getting into changing people's appearance.
The higher ups they're looking down upon it. Wigs and hair weaves, they have to go. So I'm assuming that if you, like you said, you do have one, I suggest
and it doesn't come out very easily.
Start taking it down now and prepare your hair to be natural as you come into work tomorrow.
I'm not taking my hair down. I've been here 7 years, and I've dealt with all the changes that y'all have made, but there's no way that I'm taking my hair weave down. I'm sorry. What's your name, Byron?
Yes, my name is Byron, and
I'm sorry.
Let's get back to your weave. You're going to have to do something. Is there someone that you can call tonight to help you get your hair down and so you can look presentable with your natural hair tomorrow?
No, my weave costs over $200-300, and I'm not about to take that down. I mean, it takes a long time to take that down.
Okay. Is this something maybe you can take it down and just wear it on the weekends? Because as of now, you're not going to be allowed to actually wear it on the property.
And how will you know if someone has a weave or not? Are you going to do head checks or something?
Okay, ma'am, I'm not quite sure what they're going to do to check it, but by you telling me that you have a weave, then I have to write it down that you have confirmed that you do, and we got to make sure that tomorrow morning you're not wearing one.
But you don't know what my natural hair looks like from my weave. You heard how much I pay for it, so it's a good weave.
Ma'am, it's not about how good, the quality of your weave or anything. They don't want it. They want natural hair. I don't know what that means, but they're going natural. They're going green. They're going natural. I don't know what it is. They're going natural, and so are you. Tomorrow morning, you need to come in with your hair completely down.
I won't do it. I'm not taking my weave down.
Okay.
What is that? Y'all going to write me up or something?
Okay, ma'am, do you not want your job?
Yeah, I want my job, but this don't make no sense. You talking about personal appearance. I can understand y'all have a dress code and enforcing a dress code. That's one thing. But telling somebody to change their hair, you lost your mind, man. You're crazy.
Ma'am, I'm not good. I have other people that I have to call. Bottom line is, get your hair down and get your butt into work tomorrow, and let's not go back and forth anymore, okay?
Well, listen, Byron, you're a lost mind if you're thinking I'm taking my weave out. I'm not taking out at all. Risa is coming up in there with her hair, and I'm going to sit down at my desk and do my job. Y'all going to have to drag me out there behind some weave. You done lost your mind, you and your powers that be or whoever they may be. You tell them that I said that.
Wait a minute. Listen, are you telling me that you're coming in regardless with your hair on?
You right? That's what I just said.
Okay.
You calling me at home
Then we need. Why don't you go ahead and bring some boxes in, because you may as well pack your stuff.
I'm not. You bring the.
Ma'am, I don't want to have to get your stuff and box it up, and you're losing your job because you can't take your.
You know what? You can do that, because I'm gonna call the news station and tell them you dragging me out of behind some weave. Who wrong? You wrong. You wrong. You stupid behind weave.
You need to watch your language, young lady.
Why I need to watch my language? I'm at home. You call me on my own home phone on my time. I'm at my house. I'm not on your clock. I say what I want to say on my phone.
Okay. Can I say what I want on my phone, and then I'll let you go, and you can come in to work any way you want to tomorrow.
What is it, Byron? What else you got to say?
I want to tell you that your girlfriend Jennifer at your job got me to prank phone call you. This is nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
What you just said? No, you.
Hey, Risa, this is nephew Tommy, baby, from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Jennifer, your coworker, got me to prank phone call
You got my blood pressure up. I'm going to kill that tomorrow, and I'm going to pull her weave out. You want to come down there and watch me drag her out of the job? I'm mad. She wrong for this. You know I got high blood pressure. You can't be doing that to me behind my weave. I pay too much money. That's some money I could be spending on my kids.
Oh, ain't nothing like a black woman and her hair. Oh, man. Okay, baby, I got one more thing to ask you, girl. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
Well, after this prank, it has to be the Steve Harvey Morning Show. God.
All right, nephew. Leave that woman's hair alone. That's right. Coming up next, Ask the CLO with Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey in the building, ready for your love questions right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, have you seen the viral video of the deceased rapper? His body was on stage at a nightclub, his dead body, for his public viewing and memorial service. Yeah. We'll talk about it.
Like
we'll talk about it.
Talk about it. Sounds like going to hell. That's what it sounds like.
But right now, it's time to ask the CLO, the Chief Love Officer, Steve Harvey. Here we go. Missy in Colorado. I'm dating outside of my race for the first time, and everything was going great until we had sex, and his kinky talk turned me off. He asked if there's chocolate in those mountains, referring to my breasts. Should I take it as a joke or educate him?
Well,
I didn't say that.
but you ain't white though.
Is there chocolate in those mountains? Chocolate.
It's a lot of stuff we say they can't say. Is it food in their kitchen? You can't. It's some things they can't say. If it's, how black is the berry? It's just some stuff they have to say. I'm just telling you, I can't help you, lady. I don't know what to tell you. I have no experience with outside the race dating. I don't see nothing wrong with it, of course. Love is love. You find it wherever you find it. If I found it outside the race, I'd do it myself. I just have focused strictly on my race because I was
Have you now?
scared of my mother because my mother said if they can't use our comb, don't bring them home. And so, therefore, I had no option. I could not come in the house with nobody else, and neither could my brothers. Now, my cousin Sydney did it, and she changed the baby on the dining room table, and they ain't been back over to the house since. So that's been my experience with interracial dating. So I really can't help you. Next question, Shirley.
Back to no
Moving
help at all.
on to Dorota in Evanston says, I've been married for less than 30 days and my husband has moved in and he's making my 17-year-old want to go live with his father. My husband gave my son a set bedtime and a 9 p.m. curfew. How do I intervene and fix their relationship?
Well, ask your husband. Well, tell your husband that your son has not signed up for the military as of yet.
Yeah.
In the bed at 7, curfew by 9. How old did she say how old the boy was?
17 years old.
Oh,
17.
Boy, man, you tripping. Dog, you tripping. Dog, you tripping. You know, 17-year-old finna be in a curfew at 9 o'clock. He a boy.
Yeah.
He really tripping.
Yeah,
But
man.
they've only been married 30 days. Less than 30 days.
Nah, you can't come in here with that one. Bruh.
Yeah.
Bruh, that's not a good rule. He's 17.
Yeah.
I was up
In
with
a minute,
my daddy.
dog, in a minute he can go to war.
Yeah.
What do you?
And
You
vote.
can't treat this boy like this, man. Come on, dog. You do unreal.
So what does she do? She wants to know how do I intervene and fix their relationship?
Well, you got to intervene. You got to sit your husband down. That's where you start. We're not doing that. I don't want to lose my son.
Okay.
And I didn't marry you. This wasn't a trade-off, him or you. I wanted both. But I'm not going to lose my son.
Over this foolishness.
Well, I'm
Not
the
over
boy,
some
though. I'm
ignorant-ass
here.
curfew rule, 7 to 9.
This is
I'm
crazy.
here at daddy's house. I'm sorry.
All right. Yeah. All right, Princey in Delaware, we're moving on. Princey says, my mom keeps my girlfriend's baby so she can go out at night while I'm working. All my mother asks is that she pick the baby up by midnight, but my girlfriend is always late. I told my girlfriend to stop disrespecting my mom, and she a mama's boy. Am I wrong for taking my mother's side?
She called you a what?
A mama's boy.
No, that ain't no mama's boy. You disrespecting my mama. She say before midnight, you late. Quit keeping the baby.
Yeah.
That's all we got
really
to do.
The answer.
Take your baby somewhere else. I'm not watching this baby. I got to go to bed.
Yeah.
No, that's
and
all
midnight
to it.
is late.
Man, ain't nobody finna be opening up the door for you at midnight. Been here dead sleep. Ding dong. Ding dong. What?
Waking up the baby, all of that.
Oh, you can ask my sons how that go. Sleep in that car. I've done it. Oh, I can't tell you how many times they done had to pull up in that garage and just let that door down. I know they said, this N-word, it's black. I know they was talking in that car. Hey, but I'm not coming down. Dad, you up? Click.
Click.
But you're up enough to answer the phone and say no.
I heard the garage door open. I knew it was them. I told them 2:30. Y'all roll in, it's 4. Okay, cool. I'm not coming downstairs, dog. Sleep in the car. You be all right. Next question, Shirley.
All right, we're moving on to Mary in Hampton, who writes, my best friend and I have been a dynamic duo for 20 years. We're both married with kids, but we still talk daily. A few days ago, she FaceTimed me from a hotel, told me that she was with a coworker, and she asked me to cover for her. I did it, but I told her I'd only do it once. Now, how could she be angry with me?
Because y'all supposed to be ride or die, but y'all never put that into the ride or die handbook that y'all got.
Cheating.
Yeah. Yeah, it's in our handbook.
Cheating and lying.
You know, it's our handbook is ride or die, all the way out, ride the lie. Ride or die, all the way out with the lie is the motto. And so y'all obviously don't have that type of relationship. And yeah, she's angry, but you know, you don't, I also say you are not beholden to bad behavior. You don't have to condone it or be a part of it. Sometimes when you make your bed, you have to lay in it. Don't ask, see, you can't mess up your sheets and stuff and expect me to come over every day and put that fitted sheet back on there and make your bed. You got to do that yourself. You do not have to condone bad behavior. Nobody does. Nobody does.
But her bestie is
Example,
mad at her 'cause
if
she
a
didn't.
friend of mine rob a bank and the police come to my house looking for the guy who robbed the bank, first word out my mouth is, he upstairs in the attic behind the water heater.
You're not going to be an accessory.
First, well, I would be an accessory if I didn't tell you.
Right.
But once the FBI come in that door,
With the
they ain't coming in that
windbreakers
door, yeah, hoping he in there. They got some information. So first words out of my mouth is, he's upstairs in the attic behind the
You
water
snitch.
heater. Call it what you want to call it, but what I'm not fitting to get to aiding and abetting, conspiracy.
You
you
call
know,
it freedom.
Harboring
Yeah.
a criminal.
Yeah, harboring. All that sound like time to me.
You break hard.
Yes.
Like that.
No.
Yeah.
You know, I've been at work. You done bought your ass
All
over
right.
this bag of money that clearly ain't yours. All this blue ink all over your face and stuff. Well, I'm not fit to be a part of this here.
I hear you. All right. Thank you, CLO. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment news for you right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
A deceased rapper's body was propped up in D.C.'s Bliss Nightclub for a public viewing on Sunday. It was very reminiscent of Weekend at Bernie's. We all remember that movie, but it was in a nightclub setting. Trending videos showed the body of 24-year-old murdered rapper Gunu, whose real name is Markel Morrow, appearing to be standing upright on a stage for a public viewing and memorial service. The body was decked out in a designer hoodie, a blinged out Rolex, and a gold crown was on his head. Gnu was murdered by an unknown assailant in District Heights, Maryland on March 18th, and the memorial service was named The Last Show. There was a $40 cover charge to get in. Bliss's Nightclub's management issued a statement containing an apology and some background information on the event. They said, "Our deepest condolences to Gnu's family, friends, and his fans." Contacted by a local funeral home to rent out our venue for Gnu's homecoming celebration. Bliss was never made aware of what would transpire. We sincerely apologize to all those who may be upset or offended. Please keep Gnu's family and friends in your prayers at this difficult time. Respectfully, Bliss, DC.
Well, he said more stuff, respectfully, keep him in prayers, than I saw online. I just found it unbelievable. I just
it was truly unbelievable to see that.
It was disturbing.
It really was.
You know, do you know what you got to do to prop a body up like that?
No.
Where it stands straight up? Yeah. You know how many steel rods you got to put in this back of this outfit? Man, look, first of all, where is this boy's mama and daddy? But I really want to know where his grandmama at. Because I promise you.
He wouldn't have signed off on this.
Boy.
Ain't no way.
Boy, nobody grandmama. You know, she got a little nickname for him. So who gonna put Google where? Boy, you not fitting to, I just can't see it. And then, you know, I was looking at the video. I'm going to let y'all talk. But I was looking at the video, and I saw some people dancing. But then I saw the looks on a couple of them dudes' faces that was in hoodies. They looked distraught. Like, damn, man. Like, they got my dude up. He dead.
Yeah, something about this just isn't right.
No.
I'm sure that crossed their mind.
It was just...
I'm sure, it was very disturbing. Very much so.
I love doing stand-up. I love doing plays. I love doing movies. When I leave here, put me in that casket. Don't prop my ass nowhere. And now one of them arenas. I want to be in the casket on the way out.
Hey, man, and you know what was disturbing to me? Some of the comments. If you all understood our history, this is how we used to do it as Africans. So quit tripping. You a damn lie. That boy wasn't propped up because of what we used to do in Africa. You know good and hell well.
You ain't even been.
Your dumb ass ain't read no history book about no burials and all this. Here, y'all kill me with all that sudden information. The internet, man, is a trap for fools. If you don't have your head on right and you listen to the foolishness that be on some of these comments, you be going, wait a minute, does somebody think like that? But as soon as somebody think like that, here comes some agreeing. And I just go, wow. That was really shocking to see that boy propped up like a. When a guy first sent it to me, I didn't know what it was. I just thought it was a you know how you
like a concert. Yeah.
I know what it was. Then
you didn't really know that he was dead. I mean, it was just.
With these shoes and these skinny jeans on, his wristwatch on, the crown on his head.
And holding a phone, it looked like he had a phone.
It was just way too much.
So after this over, they carry the body back out of there, and then what? We gonna...
I don't know, Tommy.
But all of this,
you know what I said? I was scared when I saw that.
I mean, you know, and sad to say, the young man passed away because he was shot.
Absolutely.
That's
really.
That's another issue.
Yeah. Yeah. It's called R.I.P. for a reason. Rest in peace. Peace.
Yeah.
That didn't
Rest.
look peaceful. That wasn't peaceful.
Rest. Lay down.
Yeah.
Rest. Stretch out. Rest.
That was too much for me.
It was,
So the club
and
is
Weekend
saying
at Bernie's,
they
the
didn't
movie,
know what
was a comedy.
I was on Ashley Shirley. So the club is saying they didn't know. So they didn't know they were gonna.
They didn't know he was gonna be there. Yeah, they didn't know he was gonna be there.
Right. They were contacted by a funeral home, and
to use the facility. I got that. I can understand
the homegoing celebration, or
because because of COVID, I will tell you a lot of funerals are backed up. It's hard to get places in church, and then this boy might not have been a church goer, ain't really a lot of churches available, because they got to save it for their memberships and all this here. That's how bad it's been lately. Because I know ministers who say, they backed up 2-3 weeks on funerals.
Oh, my God.
I've lost 2 friends of mine, 2 frat brothers, over the past 3 months, and both of them were out of the ground for a considerable amount of time before they were able to be laid to rest properly.
Yeah.
So I can understand them renting out a club or something, But
And
that
a
little
$40 cover charge to get in?
Yeah, what was that?
I don't know.
playing
all of
music,
this is
that wasn't a church song they were saying.
No.
What was the song they was playing?
I didn't even have the volume up. When I saw
I
the
had
video,
the volume
I couldn't
up.
believe it. I couldn't
Yeah,
believe
I don't know what the song was.
Ooh, y'all gonna lay my ass down. Y'all not gonna do me like this.
Yeah,
Boy.
yeah, exactly.
Tommy, I'm gonna make a show. I'm gonna make show, man. I'm gonna get you right there. I'm gonna put you in a size 13 shoebox. It'd be pretty.
Shut up.
All right, we got to go on that note. Coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, court is in session with Judge Steve Harvey. We'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so the big show happened last night, Carla. How about last night's Judge Steve episode? It was on ABC and
Girl,
Hulu.
you know this is my show, Judge Steve.
Yes.
Okay, so the
Thank you.
first case was the friends. The guy was on the scooter, and his friend pushed him, and he broke his leg, and it's 16 pieces. But his lifelong dream was to ride in an ambulance, and his friend wouldn't call it. It was on his bucket list, and he told him to go to the hospital in an Uber.
What?
But the
'Cause
guy
it's
worked
what
in.
it
Go ahead.
No,
Judge.
go ahead.
And the guy worked in medical billing to his friend that he was suing. So basically, his friend was like, I'm going to help you out. We're going to get through this. So basically, because he worked in medical billing, he didn't want him to have to pay for all this. But, so that's why he sued his friend, because he felt like he kind of pushed him. The judge said he pushed him. Your Honor,
he
sitting
pushed
right
him.
here on this morning show.
I couldn't hear where he pushed, because
He pushed it.
hey man, because I was looking at the way he was looking at it, and I told him, I said, dog, you lying. You know, couldn't hear because that's what we do. We riding behind. He crossed the street. He going real slow. He shoved him. Now he said he bumped up into him. No,
Yes.
dog, you pushed his ass. The hell you talking about? You bumped up into him. I know good and hell where you pushed his ass because he was going too slow across the street.
Yes. So this poor man broke his leg. So anyway, the judge ruled that the friend had to pay him half of his medical bills because the friend felt like he shouldn't have to pay. So that was the judge. That's the way he saw it. Judge.
You
All right,
pushed him.
Judge
Your
Steve.
punk ass pushed him.
Did you say it like that?
No, he said he pushed him. He did
On
say
this
it.
radio show, he did.
Yeah.
Okay, so then the second case, these two women, they decided to have lipo together.
Okay.
So
Together.
one friend loaned the other friend some money to help her pay for all that. So she took her time paying her back. So Steve broke that down. You remember that, Steve, the surgical sisters?
Yeah.
Broke that down.
So a lot of cases.
A lot of cases. All right. And then the final case was the wife sued the husband because she could not cook, Miss Shirley Strawberry. Well, her husband felt like she was not a good cooker, and so she was suing him because he would go to his mama's house and eat.
Well, the man
She
got to
sued
eat.
the husband. Yeah.
I would have
Yes.
been perfectly fine with that.
Yeah, she broke out and started doing yoga in the middle of her testimony. And Steve said, "What are you doing?" She said,
That's why
"Protecting her zen." Because
What is your crazy ass doing? What is? All
right, listen, if you have an issue with your sister,
yes,
friend,
your face.
coworker, or anyone, and you want Judge Steve to settle the matter, apply at JudgeSteveHarveyCasting.com. Okay, that's all you have to do, JudgeSteveHarveyCasting.com, and Steve will see you in court. Coming up at 34 minutes after the hour, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, singer and actress Selena Gomez says she has transformed her life simply by spending years off the internet. The 29-year-old Selena was on Good Morning America earlier this week and talked about her decision to stay offline. Gomez said that her childhood stardom led her to the decision to step away from scrolling through social media and online surfing. Take a listen.
I haven't been on the internet in 4.5 years.
What does that do to detox your life?
It has changed my life completely. I am happier. I am more present. I connect more with people. It makes me feel normal.
Wow. Selena Gomez is one of the most followed stars on Instagram. She has 309 million followers. She says she helped.
It ain't but 354 million in America.
Okay, well, she has, you see how many she has, over 300 million. Yes, she says she helps create the content for her fans, but she does not post it herself. So here's the question. Could you guys stay off social media for 4.5 years, you think?
Yeah.
No
And
problem.
do you miss it when you haven't been on for a day or two?
No.
Nope.
No. Thought about it. I think
We
sometimes
come
you gotta
back
step
from-
away from it, and
Yeah, you
Monica and I
do.
were talking about that on the phone the other day. You just gotta step
Mostly
away
my
from that
decision,
sometimes.
Carla, is I can't operate it. So no, I don't miss it.
What do you mean, Junior?
I can't tell you how to get it up on that line. I can't do none of that. I got a team of people that do that. I don't do none of that. I don't answer DMs, none of that. I don't know how to do none.
Yeah, I can't do any of that. I think I'm looking forward to the day when I don't participate in it at all. And I'm slowly coming to that. Like, can I say something about these fashion posts?
I was just going to say, we'll miss your fashions if you
You
stop.
know,
Yeah,
I
go
don't
ahead.
really, look, every time I get dressed, my stylist, lays the stuff out and I put my stuff on to wear. I've been dressing for a long time. I just started taking pictures. But I take the pictures for him.
Okay.
You know how many times I've been getting dressed up without taking photos and showing you what I wear? I've been doing that for years. I do it for him, and it really does help him where he's trying to go. He's starting to be recognized. And so standing there after I get dressed before I go out the door taking the pictures for him, we get in more fights about that.
Because you don't want to do it all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, girl, I can't tell you how many pictures we don't have. I'm telling you, man, because I don't be feeling that.
What's that combo
look,
like?
I'll tell you what, we got in a big argument in Abu Dhabi. I got dressed, running late for a meeting. I got to go to this meeting. I get dressed, walk into the door. Mr. Harvey, we need pictures. I said, Ellie, I ain't got time for this, man. I got a meeting to go to. But Mr. Harvey, I need the pictures for this federation asked for the pictures, or this online magazine asked for some fresh looks that no one's seen. Mr. Harvey, you buy these clothes, you have these looks, let's take these pictures. I said, Ellie, I got to go to a meeting. I got a meeting. But Mr. Harvey, we have to take the pictures. Ellie, we ain't over here to take pictures. We over here for meetings, man. Do you not understand? If I don't go take these meetings, a picture of who? See, the who I am ain't in these pictures. The only reason they want a picture now is because of who I am. If I wasn't who I was, you can skip me with these pictures. So I'm going to have him on the radio today to one day to talk about that, because it's really wonderful for him and his career, and I really support it. And he's a very, very talented young guy. He's a great guy.
Fire,
But
straight fire.
I can put my clothes on and walk out the door like I've been doing all these other damn years.
Before you came along.
Boy,
I think
I done had some fire-ass outfits on before. Just ain't take no
Yeah.
damn picture of them.
Yeah, that's why you got the name Blue Cheese. What you say?
Yeah,
you been
'cause you
dressing.
be
huh?
dressing. But she's been off for 4.5 years, and she said her life is much better. She, along with her mother, talking about Selena Gomez, and another businesswoman, has kickstarted the mental fitness company Wondermind to provide mental health resources for free online. So there you go. Coming up next, it is the nephew with the prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at about 4 minutes after the hour, it's today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is he and his brother's baby mama. We'll get into that in just a few, but right now it is time for the nephew and the prank phone call. What you got, Neff? What you got?
Well, we just got through talking about a young man who passed away, unfortunately, and he's deceased, and his, I guess his, what was it called? It's not a funeral that was at the club. It was what was it? Pretty much. What do you call it?
Homegoing celebration.
Homegoing celebration.
It was a funeral. You just shocked by what it looked like. It was a funeral.
Okay. And they had his body propped up on stage at the club. Yeah.
Right. So this right here is Chopper's funeral. Chopper's funeral. Let's see if there's any type of resemblance. This right here is Chopper's funeral. Cat dog, if you would.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm trying to reach James.
Yeah. What's up?
Hey, this is Gerald. I was a friend of your friend Chopper.
Yeah.
And Chopper just passed away last week, right?
Yeah, he did.
I know they supposed to have a funeral and stuff over at Mount Baptist Church. And I don't really know you, but me and Chopper and a bunch of the rest of us, man, we used to hang out at the club not too far from the house. You know, that's pretty much where Chopper was all the time at the club. Anyway, what bunch of us was over at the club talking, man, and we was really wanting to reach out to one of the family members, you know, and then somebody said you was, you know, kind of a good friend of his. And well, we decided to call you and see if you didn't mind. Do you think that you can talk to some of the family members and see if they don't mind having the funeral at the club?
At the club?
See, let me try to explain something to you, James. Is what we're trying to do is see. We believe that we believe.
Well, you said at the club. Come on, the club. There's a funeral. What?
That's what I understand it. But see, Chopper ain't really go to church a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? He ain't really go long as I've been knowing him. Now, he loved the Lord and stuff like that.
Yeah, but these are church-going folks. They want a funeral.
But I understand, but see, Chopper wouldn't. Chopper went to the club. So what I'm asking you is, let's have the funeral at the club.
Hell no, bruh. Come on. We can't have no funeral at no club, man. Come on. No.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, dog, is that he wasn't really no church going person. I believe that a person ought to be the last words ought to be said over him in a place he's more familiar with. You know what I'm saying?
Player. No, I don't know what you mean, player. No, this got to be a funeral. This is church folk. I go to church and all my folks go to church. No, we got to do this thing up in church. This is a church thing.
But you don't feel. But do you understand where I'm coming from? No, that a man ought to go on, and the last words ought to be in a place he more familiar with. Now, if he went to church, then I understand that. You see what I'm saying?
No, bruh, hell no. See, it's his chance to get himself right. We gonna have him up in church in front of everybody. You know, that don't make sense. Who's this again? I mean, who are you?
My name's Gerald.
But who is Gerald? I mean, how do you relate to this? Are you a preacher or are you?
No.
What are you?
No. I was friends with Chopper, and see, I hung out at the club and still hang out there with a whole bunch of us. You know, was real good friends with Chopper, and we was saying that, you know, Chopper's the last words about Chopper ought to be said at the club, because see, that's what Chopper was. But 5-6 days a week, that's what Chopper was.
Yeah, but what church are you affiliated with? I mean, why the hell would I try to talk to the family, make me look stupid in front of the family, telling them to put the thing in a club? How the that gonna go off?
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. You know them way more than we do, because see,
you talking about trying to move from a damn funeral at a church to a damn nightclub or a strip club or something.
No, it's not no strip club, it's just a nightclub.
It's the same thing, ain't it? I mean, you talking about having folks travel from across the country and meet in the damn club. What kind of that?
But that's what Chopper was. That's what Chopper was.
How the I'm going to look if I'm the one telling them to move this to the damn club?
You're going to look like somebody that's trying to...
I'm going to look like a fool.
No, you're not. You're going to look like somebody that's trying to keep it real,
I can't even come to the damn funeral if I was to do some like that.
Okay, let me ask you this here then. Let me ask you this here, Jane. Do you think you can maybe get the body and bring it over to the club?
No, hell no.
Well, I'm just saying before they even do the funeral or whatever.
Oh, hell no. I ain't touching scared to walk in the dog by myself. What the I'm going to touch the body for? Hell no.
We just trying to say our last words at Chopper Man in a place that Chopper most.
No, hell no. Again, who the are you? How the you get my number?
Somebody at the club had your number, said you was friends.
Why the y'all call me of all folk? Why the y'all call me?
They say you good, you in with the family and you can talk.
I am in with the family, but I ain't in the family make me look stupid. Hell no. Won't y'all, I give y'all the number to the family. Y'all call the family. Y'all tell them that yourself.
Man, I just trying to get you to bring the body by, man, and let us.
No, I ain't touching no dead body.
We just want to have one last drink with Chopper, man.
You have one with your boys and you get together with them and y'all talk about him and let them know how Chopper was, what kind of person he was, what kind of person he is.
But we want Chopper to be there. This is Chopper you talking about, man.
Y'all bring y'all to the church. Y'all need to be up in the church.
We want to have Chopper at the club where we know.
Come on, man. Y'all full of
where we
y'all
know.
Y'all ain't gonna my up and have my looking like a fool at a damn funeral.
But that's about Chopper, though.
And damn right it's about Chopper.
You bring Chopper to that club.
Y'all tripping, man. I ain't doing I'm just going to this funeral. I'm going to tell the family what I think about Chopper, and I'm moving on. If y'all want to act crazy in front of the family, y'all call the family yourself and do that.
Look, I got one more thing I want to say.
I don't even know your what?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your boy.
Oh, you tripping. What?
This Nephew Tommy, man, from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your boy told me to prank you.
Man, y'all full of man. I just know y'all ain't did this.
James, this is Nephew Tommy, man.
No,
your boy.
No, player. Oh, man, I can't believe this. No, he didn't. I can't even believe he did that.
Hey, man, I got one more thing to ask you, man. What is the baddest radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
I don't know what that was.
That was beeped out.
That was a hang up when he wasn't really talking to you. This blankety blank gonna call this blankety blank phone with this blank. Man, my favorite thing when you told him to go and get the body and bring it down there, he said, "Man, I'm scared to walk in the dark by myself." I sure the hell ain't gonna get no damn body.
I ain't moving no damn
That's
body.
how most
dog.
people
feel.
That's what
okay?
I'm saying, Shirley. Facts.
Yes.
I'm not doing it.
No. Well, look here.
What?
I am in Charlotte, North Carolina for 5 shows this weekend. We will all be alive in there while I am performing. Get your tickets right now at the Comedy Zone. The Nephew Come to Town in Charlotte, North Carolina. 2 Friday, 2 Saturday, 1 Sunday. Few tickets left, but most of them gone. The Nephew coming, all right? Appreciate y'all. Here I come.
Right. Good to know you'll be alive up in the club, Nephew. Thank you. Coming up next, the Strawberry Letter, the subject, he and his brother's baby mama. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It's time for today's Strawberry Letter, and if you need advice on relationships, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com by clicking Submit Strawberry Letter, okay? And you never know, your letter could be read live on the air, just like this one right here. And you never know, it could be yours. How about that? Mm-hmm.
How about that? Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
Subject, he and his brother's baby mama. Dear Steve and Shirley, I was married for 11 years and we had 2 daughters. The last 3 years of our marriage, he messed with his brother's baby mother and she got pregnant. His brother has 2 sons by this woman, and my husband is the godfather of both of his brother's sons. His brother left left her after he caught her in bed with another man at their house. She started popping up at our house to talk to my husband, and I always assumed it was to talk about his brothers dumping her. I invited her over for Thanksgiving in 2020, and she pulled my husband aside to talk to him, and I let them talk. She got very upset and was crying. Then she got irate and started pointing her finger forcefully into my husband's head. He pulled her close to comfort her, and I still did not get involved. This sort of thing happened 4 more times, and she was always very upset when she came to my house. I figured she must still be suffering from the breakup, so I stayed out of it. Then earlier this year, my husband got a letter from our local child support office, and I opened the letter, and it said he is the father of a baby girl, and it listed his brother's baby mama as the mother. I started snooping through his drawers, and I found DNA test results hidden in a cigar box in his junk drawer. This woman mysteriously had a baby, and I had no idea she was pregnant. I sent a picture of the DNA results to my husband's brother, and he responded that he's known about them for 3 years because he caught them in the act. I felt so lost and stupid. Their daughter is 2 years old, and this woman wants my kids to meet their sister, and she wants to clear the air with me. Should I forgive her and move on, or keep ignoring her forever? All right. Forgive them for sure. Forgive her. Not for them, not for her, but because forgiveness is for you to be free to move on with your life. But anything else, all bets are off. Keep ignoring her forever, all right? And don't you ever be that trusting to anyone again. You saw what was going on. You didn't think for a second that, I mean, I get that she was distraught over her brother, but her pointing her finger at his forehead and your husband pulling her close to him, all that's in your letter. I can't believe you didn't suspect something was going on between them with all the stuff they were doing. I mean, maybe because it was done in your face and not behind your back, you didn't think that they would be doing what they were doing. I just don't know too many women, including myself, who would have allowed them to carry on like they were carrying on in front of you. So I'm going to need you to get mad, do something. Not just keep ignoring her forever. It's okay to forgive, but you shouldn't forget or clear the air with her like she wants to do if you choose not to. Okay, do what's best for you and your children, your family. Okay, keep her out of it. She's trash at this point, as far as I'm concerned, what she did to you and her husband. Steve?
The most confusing damn letter of the year. I don't know. Shirley, I can't make no sense of this. I've been trying to find the turning points, but the whole letter is a turning point. The lady was married for 11 years with her husband. They got 2 daughters. But then the last 3 years of the marriage, he messed with his brother's baby's mama, and she got pregnant. His brother has 2 sons by this woman, and my husband is the godfather of both of his brother's sons. Wait a minute. If this is your brother and he got 2 children, what are you the godfather for? You the uncle.
Yeah.
You their uncle. See, this family love giving titles. Now, his brother left her. He left the baby mama after he caught her in bed with another man at their house. Who is these men that go over these other men's houses, man? I just don't understand that. I don't know why more of these ain't winding up in deaths. She started popping up at our house to talk to my husband. And I always assumed it was to talk about his brother dumping her. But now, let me say this, though. Could it be the way this letter is written when she said her brother left her after he caught her in bed with another man at their house? Could the other man have been his brother?
Well, no, I think that was an additional man, Steve, because lower in the letter he said he's known about her
well,
brother.
we'll find out. I invited her over for Thanksgiving in 2020. She pulled my husband to the side to talk to him, and I let him talk. She got upset and was crying, and she got irate and started pointing her finger forcefully into my husband's head. You know how they be tapping on your head, like what you? Ain't nobody finna do that to me.
No, you're not gonna. No.
In front of Marjorie.
Okay.
I don't know any woman alive. None.
What is she tapping your? Whoa. So that's kind of crazy. And I still didn't get involved. This sort of thing happened 4 more times. And she was always upset when she came to my house. I figured she must still be suffering from the breakup, so I stayed out of her. How stupid are you?
No. Well, she said that she felt stupid.
All right, we'll talk about it when we come back.
All right. Part 2 of Steve's response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter subject, he and his brother's baby mama. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject, he and his brother's baby mama.
This ragged ass letter so confusing. I'm so tired of this.
Not the letter, it's the people.
It's the letter, Shirley. We don't even know these damn people. This mess right here. This lady married to her husband. They got 2 kids. And then the last 3 years of the marriage, he messed with his brother's baby's mama, and she got pregnant. His brother got 2 sons by this woman, and my husband is the godfather to both his brother's sons. You they uncle. You they damn uncle. You legally everything. You they uncle. You don't need no extra titles. His brother left her because he caught her in bed with another man at their house. And then she started popping up at our house to talk to my husband. I always assumed it was to talk about his brother dumping her. I'm telling you, Shirley, I think that the man he caught in bed with her is his brother. Because right after that, she kept coming to the house mad every time she come to the house right after that. Then it said, I invited over to Thanksgiving 2020. She pulled my husband aside to talk to him. I let him talk. She got upset and was crying. Then she got irate and she started pointing her finger forcefully in my husband's head. Now, damn, because his brother found you in bed with another man? Or because he found you in bed and the other man was his damn brother? And I've got starting to put it together for myself here now, Shirley. I didn't get involved. This sort of thing happened 4 more times, and she was always upset when she came to the house. I figured she must be still suffering from the breakup. So I stayed out, but she was suffering from the breakup because your husband was the cause of the breakup because he got caught in his brother's house in that bed. That's what I believe this letter is really all about. Then earlier this year, my husband got a letter from our local child support office. I opened the letter, and it said he was the father of a baby girl, and it was listed his brother's baby's mama as the mother. I started snooping through his drawers and I found DNA test result hidden in a cigar box. That's what really. Why are you putting this in a cigar box? Why you put this in a cigar box for? See, now people like me, ass got tight. Now my ass tight because it's in a cigar box. Immediately I go to myself. And how many cigar boxes I got, I can't think of what important I done put in the damn cigar box. Anyway.
Not about you.
Anyway, this woman mysteriously had a baby, and I had no idea she was pregnant. Oh. I sent a picture of the DNA results to my husband's brother, and he responded that he's known about them for 3 years because he caught them in the act. It was his brother that he walked in and saw in the bed with his woman 3 years ago. She stayed away and had this baby, but every time she came over, she was mad at him. I felt so lost and stupid. Their daughter 2 years old. This woman wants my kids to meet their sister, and she wants to clear the air with me. Should I forgive her and move on and keep ignoring her forever? Well, you can forgive her, but this is the most confusing mess. I really ain't got nothing for her no more, helpful. And my biggest thing right here is, what is we finna call these kids? Because, see, now, even if they meet.
Godchildren, nieces,
what is we
nephews.
finna call these kids right here? Mamas, these our cousins? Mm-mm. Mamas, these our brothers and sisters? No, they not.
Uncle Daddy.
As is they our aunts? No, baby, they not your aunts. Is these our cousins, in-laws? No, they not. What is they mama? Is these our nephew-in-laws? This our nephew-in-law? Mama, what is we gonna call these damn kids? Your husband slept with his brother's baby mama.
Okay.
The brother caught them. You found the DNA report, sent it to his brother to say, hey, on this DNA report, this listing my husband, who is your brother, as the daddy of your baby mama's baby.
See,
he ain't surprised because he know all about it. So what kind of help she wants?
I really thought it was two different men, but she says she felt so lost and stupid that, she should feel that way because
I think
she's
it's
just
so
ignoring what's going on in front of her eyes.
Why are we here? Who do you trust in this story?
Yeah,
you can't trust your brother-in-law.
Yeah.
He held to the code with his brother.
And
nobody told you nothing.
Right, and then she's considering forgiving this woman and moving on, or to keep ignoring her forever. That's her issue. None of this other
stuff. But Shirley, what you said made sense. You could forgive her because forgiveness is for you, not the other person. But to forgive don't mean to forget.
Right.
You don't have to set yourself back up in the line of fire. Just because you forgave somebody. Yes, Tommy, I see your hand.
Can't you forgive as you walking out the door with all your stuff? Can't you forgive and get in your car and drive off?
Yes, you
can. She can keep ignoring her forever.
What I'm not finna do is sit here and deal with this mess. Now, the kids are going to have to know each other eventually because that's their daddy's baby.
All right, we gotta go. Please leave us your comments.
You got a little brother and sister-in-law somewhere.
/cousin. All right, look, leave your comments on today's Strawberry Letter on Instagram, Steve Harvey FM, and check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. Sports with Junior coming up next, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for Junior and Sports Talk. What you got, Junior?
Once again, congratulations to Kansas as they are the national champions in men's basketball. Congratulations to South Carolina Gamecocks.
Where your
the women's champions.
Sounds so down, though.
Hey, man. I don't like when my team loses, okay? I don't know how you be rooting for other teams. I don't root for them. Okay?
The Texans lose all the time. You your spirit.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Do I come in here and want to talk about them? No, I sure don't. I don't know how you just so, ooh. All right, Coach K's replacement has been named. It will be his assistant coach, John Shire. 34 years old. He played 4 years at Duke, 2006 to 2010. That's a tough job, man, to follow up a career like Coach K's. That's kind of like the next replacement for Family Feud. Go have hell.
Yeah, I'm going to be real. Ain't going to be no damn Family Feud. I'm just going to keep it straight 100.
You going to end the series?
You going to end the series?
The one thing I've understood.
Yeah,
I try to perform on my job, so when I ain't there, it ain't no more damn job.
I know that's right.
I perform to make people miss me.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they thought about.
Yeah,
who could we replace him with? I'm pretty sure they had.
Yeah, but when you ain't there, it ain't gonna be no Family Feud. That's all we know.
It can be Family Feud, but it's gonna get back to what it was.
Just a game.
Oh, hey, boy, listen to me. I'm not playing with you.
Yeah.
It's like the Steve Harvey Morning Show. This show right here. Oh, you gonna have to rename this and everything. It won't be the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Now, we can go on and take into consideration who would be the likely takeover. Nephew Tommy Morning Show. You can start there.
Oh, Lord.
All right, let's move on.
Careful, Carla.
You hired Tommy.
Oh,
you hired
Lord.
Hit a nerve.
Carla said, oh, Lord. Tommy, let me ask you a question, man. If you had the show, what would you do differently?
In sports, you want to know that?
Yeah, well, that's fine.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We talked about all the sports. That's always in sports news. Coach K's replacement. Oh, Tiger Woods probably gonna play in the Masters this weekend.
Good deal.
That's good news. Let's get to that. Tiger could play. They say he looked good in his practice round. So we rooting for Tiger. Come on, man. Is anybody gonna watch the Masters this weekend? Huh? You gonna watch?
If he playing, hell yeah.
I'm watching it.
Because if he ain't playing, I can tell you we ain't watching.
I'm watching it if he don't. Everybody out there can play better than me. I be just trying to pick up anything.
Okay.
All right, Junior,
anything.
Coming up at the top of the hour, have you ever handwritten a love letter to someone? We'll tell you who did, and it might be a bit shocking right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Steve, your favorite rapper, Tupac Shakur's love life is the source of endless fascination. We know that. And who would have thought that he wrote love letters to his high school sweetheart when he was just 17 years old? In a Selfies auction titled The Art and Influence of Hip Hop, Tupac's love letters to Cosima Inez were auctioned off for thousands of dollars each. Cosima was a sophomore at his high school in California. This is after he moved from Baltimore. And in the letters, Pac revealed his deep love for her. All of the letters were signed at the end with "Thinking of you, eternally your friend, Tupac A. Shakur." Pac was a romantic at a very early age, okay? So here's a question for you guys. Did you ever write love letters to your high school sweetheart or to women, period? I mean, do you think they'd be worth thousands now?
Oh, yeah.
You did?
Hell yeah.
What did you say?
I lived in segregation. You ain't wrote no letter. You made stamps out and bought and licked them trying in hopes that this girl would want me back.
What'd you say though, Steve? Because I know you
dropped stuff off. Man, I'll tell you one of the deepest things I did was I was a senior in high school, man. I wanted this girl, man, so bad. I wrote the lyrics to Devotion by Earth, Wind, and Fire on a poster board, rolled it up, put it in I tucked my T-shirt in my pants, put it in the back of my T-shirt like a bow and arrow case, and got on my bike and rode over to her house and rode up and down the street till she came out on the porch. And just because I had no way of calling her, so. I rode them down the street till she came out. I got off my bike and handed it to her. She unrolled it on the thing and read the whole lyrics to Devotion.
Oh, did she cry or what she do?
Yeah, she cried, yeah.
Wow.
Then her father
romantic,
came out on the porch and put my ass off the porch. Get your punk ass off this porch. Black bastard.
That was
into that.
Yeah.
This is before social media.
Black bastard, evil ass.
What about you, nephew? Love letters?
Oh, definitely. High school sweetheart, wrote it. Walked to a
High
locker,
school sweetheart.
Okay.
Love was so brand new.
As my grandmama say, my nose was wide open.
You were sprung.
If you ain't had your nose wide open, you ain't lived.
Come on, man.
Junior?
No, I'm 3 generations from. I'm 3 from Unc. That's 2 from John. We over here texting. I made cassette tapes. That's what I had. I had to make a tape. I had to listen to Quiet Storm, press play and pause. You record the song, then you pause it. Dog, that's what I had to do. Love letters. We had technology by this time. A little bit of it. We just had a little bit of it.
Yeah,
we was pen and paper, boy.
Yeah, y'all were pen and papering it, man.
Pen and paper, damn near Pony Express with my bike.
Not Pony Express.
Hell yeah, delivered my damn self. I couldn't wait on no 3 days. And in mail, it took 3 days, even locally. 3 days to get to somebody's house locally. You had to write a letter, man. I ain't got no time for this here. I got to ride this over there.
Yeah.
So I had Pony Express. Me and that bike, boy. Whew. Man, I wrote a girl a letter one time, and I just wanted her to like me. I drove it over her house and put it in the mailbox, and I'm riding up the street, and then I come back down the hill just to see, and she had reached out there and pulled a letter out the mailbox, didn't even open it, and just tore it in half.
What?
Man, that broke my heart, man.
I know that was heartbreaking.
Oh, that
from you?
Seriously. Yeah, hell yeah, I had to write it on there. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Got to put it in the mailbox. Got to make sure her mama and daddy don't get it. Had my name on it and everything. As soon as I came back down the hill, I said, man, she reaching in the mailbox to get it. She pulled it out the mailbox and tore it in half.
That's sad.
Broke my
That was
heart.
All right.
mean.
Look at you now,
guys
though.
for sharing. Who knew you guys were so romantic? Coming up at 20 minutes after the hour. If you hate your facial features, selfies may be the blame. Woo! We'll get into that right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so if you're feeling down about your looks, maybe you need to take a break from taking selfies. A new study from the American Society of Plastic Surgeons found that selfies distort sizes and perceptions of our facial features. No matter how well you pose or angle on your phone, selfies can make anyone's nose look bigger than it really is.
Tell me about it.
And there's a direct correlation with the fact that the number of
he dives in first every time. He do.
Now what happened? What happened, Steve? Tell us about it.
You already know. You ain't see. Look at all my Instagram. You don't see no selfies. Hell no. I don't care how I hold this camera. This damn nose look like the rooftop of a stadium. I don't give a damn how. What? It looked like the Mercedes Stadium. It looked like the AT&T Stadium in Dallas. It looked like the MetLife. Boy, whew, good Lord.
Take a selfie right now, Steve. Hold your phone up.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Let me see. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't do it.
Okay, well, let's talk to your cute nephew.
God, yo.
He actually doing it.
Doing it right now.
Let's talk to your cute nephew, Steve.
Oh, I'm sexy as hell when I take mine.
Let me see your selfie pose.
Oh, girl, I be like this, too.
Look at him. Look at him on the phone.
Like what?
Look at this. Yes.
I shoot it down so I look tall. I shoot it down like this.
Coming up, just got your selfie, Steve. Coming up at 33 minutes after the hour, we'll do a round of Would You Rather right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now to play a round of Would You Rather. Would you rather, guys? Would you rather star as James Bond or Michael Corleone?
Ooh.
James Bond or Michael Corleone?
Corleone.
What?
How?
Yeah. The Godfather?
Well, yeah.
Yo, hothead, you more like
Look, ain't
Sonny
nobody
anyway.
following
Yeah.
I believe
Sonny.
it, man.
That's
No, you ain't gonna have no damn game.
And everybody gonna
You
kiss
talking about
my hand.
Head of all the families?
I believe Boss Baby. But I-
You?
All of them. Yes.
Yeah, you like Junior said, you could be Boss Baby.
You ain't gonna-
Something like that, but you ain't finna be him.
Man,
He's Sonny, the brother. You remember Sonny?
Yeah, Sonny, yeah.
Sonny was
the
off the
hothead.
chain.
The
Sonny was
hothead
cold.
Hothead.
of the family, of the Corleones.
yeah.
Nobody James Bond?
I'll go with
Because you
Bond.
know there's talk they might put a brother in that role.
Yeah.
Come on, Reggae Jean.
No, I ain't got Bond.
What?
I ain't
You
got
got
Bond
Bond.
body no more. I can't run. I can't be able to do it. I ain't
What
gonna be able to do
kind
none
of
of the
Bond
stunts.
would you be?
I'm not finna hang on the edge of no helicopter blade. I ain't finna do none
Because
of
that
this
opening
now.
scene is 10 minutes long of nothing but action.
Man, this
Get
how
you
it
a
go.
martini and you can
No,
rock
this
the
how it go.
tux, though.
Yeah, you can rock that wardrobe Bond got on. You can,
That's
yeah.
all. That's
Get
all.
a stunt double. Get a stunt double, Steve. Get a stunt double. You can be Bond, James
shaking.
All
Bond.
right, what else you got, Shirley?
All right. You're done with that one. All right. Would you rather all your text messages get leaked, or all your
B.
your photos get leaked?
B.
Oh, God. Oh.
So you want all your pictures to get
Yeah, you
leaked,
can
not
leak
your
the
text
pictures, yeah.
messages?
Yeah, I ain't got no pictures. Yeah, B.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Junior?
Yeah, B. I can't. You know,
I ain't got no
see what I
pictures.
said to somebody.
No, the stuff
Oh.
I've said to cost you a career.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Your
Dang,
whole
what have you
career
said?
is canceled. It's canceled.
What have you
It's over.
said? Tommy?
I'm with them.
Oh,
I ain't got no
on that
pictures.
one.
Yeah.
All right. Let's keep with the phone theme here. Would you rather your phone ringer make porn sounds or belching sounds?
Belch.
What is porn sounds?
With the porn.
Huh?
Porn.
What is porn sounds?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, Shirley, make some porn sound.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moaning and groaning and all
You
that.
know, just
Yeah.
ooh, ah, all
Yeah.
that stuff,
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And that's
know,
coming
all that.
from my phone?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
your ringer. That's your ringer.
Yeah. Would
That's
you
my ring.
rather belching or porn sounds?
Belch loud as you can belch.
All right.
Beer belch.
All right. We'll do our last break of the day coming up at 49 minutes after the hour. And of course, we'll have some closing remarks from the one and only Steve Harvey right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, here we are. This is Wednesday, hump day. It's been a good
Yeah.
day, huh? Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
Had some fun today.
Midweek. Yes, yes.
Midweek.
If we get the hump today, it's going to be even better. Did I just
You
say?
just
Yeah,
say anything to come
allowed,
to your mind.
yeah.
Do you run it through a filter?
Once you get past 50,
Filter.
say what you want to say.
That's the age.
Let me tell you right now, that ain't true.
Why you say that, Steve?
Because the consequences is more dire. The older you get, the more dire the consequences. Yeah, that's one of the things I've really tried to teach my children. I said, look, man, I ain't going to have to keep giving you these punishments and spanking. I said, because life going to take over in a minute. Oh, Dad, what you mean by that? I said, because the older you get, your decisions you make, the consequences are more dire the older you get.
Yeah.
Everything is at stake.
Yeah.
I saw a T-shirt, Steve, that said the dumbest thing I ever did. Growing up was the dumbest thing I ever did.
Man.
Yeah.
Man,
Wow.
facts.
And when you're little, that's all you want to do is grow up.
Yeah,
up.
man.
You rushing
Not-
it.
In a hurry.
Not realizing that growing up comes with everything that is being a grown up. The sad part of it is when you rush the process.
Yeah, and you're an adult way longer than you're a kid. Way longer.
Man.
I gotta
And-
get out of my
and-
mama house now. You know,
And then
all
you,
that.
man, and you be sitting up doing stuff as a younger person because you think you ready for it now. Oh, no, you're not.
No, sir.
Oh, no, you're not, because you don't have the life experience to deal with decisions. I want a baby now. Okay, yeah, you might want the baby now, but I'm not sure you're going to want all that come with the baby.
Yeah.
Now, if you end up with the baby, you're going to find out quickly, because them requirements of that baby, they don't lessen.
No.
Yeah.
They do not lessen. They come full package ready out the door.
Yep.
I need everything.
The responsibility of another human being. Yes.
I remember in school, they made us carry a raw egg around for a whole day.
Oh man.
This,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? This is symbolic of being a baby and seeing if you can take care of it. I dropped that egg so many damn times, man.
Left it.
I am not ready for that. Left it in my locker, you know.
You made eggs
You
with it.
abandoned the baby,
You just ate the baby.
neglected the baby.
All of that, right?
In your defense, you're a great dad, Tommy, right now.
Oh,
You
my
are.
God.
Yes, you are. Yeah.
That
I'm a
egg,
great
boy.
dad right now. Haven't always been a great dad, because I went through the process differently, you know, and I had to grow into this man that I am. And that's why I talk to men all the time about, look, man, you just got to go on and throw yourself into this thing called fatherhood head first. And you got to get about the business, because if you don't take on the responsibility of being a father, ain't a lot of good finna come your way, man. It's just not a lot of good. And I want to encourage men out there today. If you have made a child, get active in your child's life. I know it's challenging. I know you may not be where you want to be, but it has nothing to do with your abilities to be a father. Your ability to be a father encompasses things that don't cost you money: time, guidance, and love. Time, guidance, and love. That's your responsibility. You don't have to have money to do that. Get over there and see them kids. Spend some time with them. Tell them what you've learned. Share the mistakes you've made. Let them know if you could do it differently you would have. But now that I'm here, let me just start from where I am right now. I've had to have these conversations. And so as fathers, I'm encouraging all men today to step up to the plate. Hey, man, I'm sorry. I have no other way I can put it. Be a man. Step up to the plate. Forge your way through these attitudes with these baby mamas and all this here. You got to get past that. Now, the women out there that's using the children as pawns, you wrong like two left shoes. And because a man ain't paid child support, you should not stop him from seeing his child because he behind on child support. That punishment you're issuing to him is costing your child even more dearly. And quit trying to be the issuer of punishment. It ain't your job. God got this thing all taken care of. And I'm telling you right now, as a man, you've got to step up to the plate and take care of your responsibility. It's yours. And your responsibility is not going to lessen. God don't let us off the hook from being fathers. He don't. Okay, well, you didn't get it right. Get it right. Or you was going through a bad time. So, you ain't the only one. Get over there and be a man. Get a presence in your child's life. If you got to start with the woman, start with the woman. Look, I'm sorry. I know I'm behind on these child support payments. I just ain't got it. But man, I would love to see my son. I would love to see my daughter. I would love to be active in their life. Just let me take them to school sometime. Let me pick them up. Man, let me take them to the park. Can I keep them overnight? You know, can I stay there? Can I sleep in the other room? Something. But man, it's time for me to do my duty. Be a man. Get over there and get yourself active in these children's lives. And mothers, stop blocking these men from having access to their children over a child support check or the fact that you don't like him. You're hurting your child. Those are my closing remarks today. I should have started this earlier because I got so much more to say. Part 2 tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, talk to God today. He'd love to hear from you. Part 2 tomorrow.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.